Hello. Everybody, it's me, Rico, back again. I'm in the garage with my wife's 2022 ES300H. I had one of the viewers asked me to shoot a video to do a comparison of an ES versus LS500, and I'm going to try to do that. But right now, I don't currently have the LS on me. I don't know if you remember from my earlier video, we had some warranty issues with the wheels. The clear coat was peeling, so I got alloy wheel repair to redo all four wheels and redo the clear coat. They said it was error on their part and they're going to fix it, so good deal on their part. So the car is out in the shop for at least the next week, so hopefully I get it back at the end of this week, and I can put these two cars side by side and give you some good comparisons. So I shot a video earlier today to show some of the features of the car, and like I say, this is a 2022 model and it has a lot of the latest safety features. I forget the number and convention, but it has a lot of safety stuff. And I didn't talk about the automatic windows in the car, so just to let you know, all four windows in this car are automatic up and down, so that's a nice feature. And you can lock all four doors from anywhere on any door, so that's another feature I didn't mention, so thought I'd mention. So without further ado, let's get on with the video, and I'll show you some of those features I was talking about the car, and about the ES300. So hopefully you like this until we can get the full comparison and put both cars side by side. All right, see you in a few. All right, we got my wife's ES300H hybrid right here. So just giving you a comparison. Now, I looked at a video last night. I looked at some pictures of my car. The grille is a little bit different on the ES than the LS. The LS has got a little bit more like a spider web weave going on when you look at it in the front. It's a little bit more intricate. But so the grills are similar, but they're slightly different. The same thing with the headlights. They're similar, but they're slightly a little different when you compare the two. Now, looking at this car from the front end, that right here, this is basically maybe a pass through a little bit of air, but it's a blank off. It's not really functional. Same thing over here. I do not think it's functional. It could be, and I could be wrong, but it's not functional. On the LS, it is functional on one side, and the other side is just pretty much a blank off. But so the front ends are very similar. It's just slight differences. Now, for this particular car, because this is the hybrid, let me show you something. Lexus like to plaster the name everywhere. Now, since this is the hybrid, I'm showing you the roof on purpose, because the roof on this particular version based off of the 350 is different. Like I was saying, for the hybrid model, what they did opted not to have the panoramic roof. So what you get is just a regular sunroof, because they wanted to do weight savings for gas economy. So the biggest thing is that this particular model, the hybrid, is going to give you the gas economy that you're looking for. So it doesn't have the panoramic roof, sunroof. All right, I'm gonna walk around. Okay, tail lights from the back, almost the same. All right, so I'm just gonna walk around. Now, on this particular car, this is the ES300H hybrid, which is ultra luxury. You can tell by the wheels. We intentionally got the ultra luxury because she wanted the features, and one of the features on the car was these wheels. These wheels are what they call noise dampening and kind of noise reducing wheels. So all four wheels are noise reducing. I'm not sure how they did it. I think it's got something to do with the paint and the construction of the rim itself. I'm not sure if it's hollowed out or solid or what, but anyway, the construction of the rim is aiding with the noise reduction, so it gives you a quiet ride, and it does ride pretty quiet for the most part. I don't notice any noise. It's not as quiet as the LS, but it is pretty quiet. All right, and like I said on previous videos, on this car, I had everything clear finish with the film. So it's got clear film all over the bumper, the mirror caps, and the fenders. So those fenders have clear film on it. And so the deal of it is you're not supposed to be able to tell. Now, let's see here. All right. Right here. Now you get this blue on the H. Now on the 2023, I think this blue has gone away. And also, let's see. Also, this hybrid. Also, the hybrid on the side has gone away as well. So they've deleted that, and the emblem now is just regular black. So no more blue insert for the emblem on the front or back. So you can't tell it's a hybrid anymore. So that's gone away. See if you can see it. You can see a little hint of blue in there. I think that's gone away on the 2023. Okay, let's go on the inside of the car. Now, the interior, this is Palomino with black. So Palomino and black. So that was the color my wife liked a little bit better than just plain black. She would have took black, but this was the one that was available. And it's a nice color combination with the wood. As you can see, that nice brown wood grain. And that flows throughout, I'm gonna call it the cockpit. Kind of flows throughout, as you see. So you got that nice brown and with some black overlay on the seats. Okay, now we added this. My wife wanted some seat covers. I don't know if you can get it pretty good, because she was worried about jean transfer, because she liked to wear pants and get in the car. And so she got rid. So what she was trying to do was stop some of the transfer. And we got this from a Toyota dealership. It costs like $50 just for that seat cover, which is nice. And the seat cover works good. It allows heating and air conditioning to flow through it. So it's worth it. It's not a cheap seat cover by no means. And if you can see the back of it, that's how it kind of lays in there. Nicely, neat, strapped in. Okay, let me just gonna open up some of the doors. I'm shooting this video late in the evening. Okay, back seat. This is your back seat. You can see it really good. So it's got that whole Palomino color, black seat belts. Not a whole lot of black accent back here besides the back of the seats, which you'll see. At the back of the seats there. And of course the armrest. Throw that Kleenex box. Got the armrest there. Nothing new. Cup holder. Nothing special about that. Just typical cup holder. What I don't like, this is a personal preference. I'm going to take it to the front of the car. But I don't like this right here. I think they could have spent a little bit of time and put some type of leather to make it all blend in instead of that black hard plastic right here. That's just it's not a pleasing to the eye to me. That's my personal preference. I think it would have done better if it had some leather back here to kind of cover that up. It could have velcroed or something like that. I might even take it to a car shop, upholstery shop, and get them to put something back here that matches, or something black. But anyway, I just don't like that. I just think it takes away from the nice luxury look. Now this car has the Mark Levinson. I don't know if you can see it. It has all the speakers in it. And this is what's in the back. Okay. Again, nothing. I think they're USB-Cs. Yep, USB-C, USB-C, and your 12-volt plug-in. So again, not anything different from the standard that you get today. So I think you got a regular USB-A up front with a USB-C, and you got your vented, your heating and cooling. Okay, this is the back rear door panel. Now on the LS Mine's the LS500 is going to be automatic for these sunshades. This one you will have to manually, like, let's see, there we go. Yep, put it that way. Manually do this, hook it. That's how you do it. So the sunshades in the back are manual, all except the one right here in the rear. This you can let up from the front of the driver's seat, but everything else is manual. It goes down, stores in place. Same thing. Now the LS, not all LS models come with that. Some don't have the sunshade, but like I said, this is the Ultra Luxury edition of this car. So, and of course, same thing on this side. Let it up. Let me do it from there. Not used to doing it on camera. Okay, there you go. And that's what you get. And well, with the tint, I guess it adds another level of privacy, but it keeps the sun off you. Since we got light tint, it does pay off. It works. Same thing with my wife's SUV. She got the same feature. I like it. I think it's a good thing to have. But you see the door. So nice handle. It's similar to the LS as well. The speakers are smaller. Now there's no speakers in the ceiling in this car. There's no speakers. The speakers are all on the doors and back here on the trunk lid. Well, not the trunk lid, but the back lid. So, okay, let's go in the front of the car. No, I've been showing you the back of the car. Okay, right here. Oh. This button here turns the hood on and off. Probably see some of the traffic going by. Okay, check this out. So I press that I button, turns it off. Press it again, turns it back on. Let's see if I can get this a tad bit closer. So it displays your charging information, miles per hour, lane keeping assist info, and your power meter for your battery. So off and on. Okay. All right. Zoom back out. Now your view button literally changes your 360 camera. It turns it on and off if you want to have this type of view. So yeah, I think you can have another view. Yep. Well, it just turns it on and off. And this is touch. So of course you can pause it, start it, or you can have this angle of view. There we go. And the reason it's looking funny like that with the wheels sticking out, because I got the front doors open, and the two front doors got the surround 360 camera for the surround view. But you get it. I'm gonna stick it back in this view. Actually, I don't know, kind of like that view better. All right, so turn that off. Now this is a feature, let me show you. This is common on a lot of Lexuses. Now you stick it in drive. This is what we do, because so we can, you know, avoid the curves. You can put it in auto, but in order to do that, take it out of auto. But you got to be, to make that happen, that feature, and like I say, it's kind of common in most of the 360, the cars that have the 360 feature. You have to put this in drive, go over here, press the view, and it puts it into that. That's the camera it brings up when it's in drive. And if you hit automatic, now this view will come on automatically when the car drops about 5 miles per hour and below. So you can kind of see what's going on with your car. We like the feature. It just gives you a little bit more confidence of, you know, as you're driving the car, you can see your surroundings and what's going on. Specifically when you get into parking spaces. For me, I like it. The camera doesn't have to be, the gear selector doesn't have to be in reverse, but you get a good idea of what's going on around your car. So I like that feature. Okay, coming over here, we'll go to the cluster. Okay, this is pretty much nothing, you know. Like I say, all Toyotas and Lexus are basically about the same. They keep about the same format. I'm bringing the toggle wheel I'm gonna use this to click through the menu that's on the left. So watch this. As you can see, this car has like 2,415 miles on it. My wife doesn't really drive it a whole lot. So right there, that's your information. That's for your warnings. Like if you get some type of cautionary warning, probably a check engine light would go there, or some type of warning or some system malfunction would go there and leave you a message. So that's standard on most cars, on most of the Toyota models and Lexus models. So that's just to show you what type of error, something you got going on with the system if you are having some type of malfunction. Lane centering, that if you were driving, you would notice your lane centering, and it would show you the lines and stuff, whether you stand within it or without. I'm somewhat half and half on Toyota's lane trace and lane keep assist. To me, depending on the size of the lane, it makes you bounce around. So sometimes, half the time I turn it off. Sometimes it's good on a longer trip when you're getting tired. It really, if you stop fighting the car, it works pretty well. So I like it. Show your music station. Right now I got the music audio turned off. So if you had Sirius XM on, it'll show the station and info up there. Let's see. I'm gonna press Sirius. There you go. So you see what I'm talking about. So that gives you your audio information, whether it's CD, radio, whatever. And this is the radio. AM. Don't want AM. Okay.
So if you're self-employed or part of the
there you go. So that's the audio information. You can just scroll through on your wheel. Now this is useful right here. This is for navigation. With this one here, if you selected a trip, it will show you all the turn-by-turn directions, and you can just scroll through it. But I don't have the navigation engaged, so you're not going to see that. Okay, this information section give you everything about your fuel economy. Like you can see, this car is getting 43.3 miles to the gallon. I think after we got it broke in, it started getting more miles to the gallon. When it first initially got it, it wasn't getting that much. I mean, it was something about the battery charging up. And after the battery got charged like it's supposed to be, it started getting better gas mileage. So I think you got to drive it for a week or so before you start really seeing the efficiency of it. But anyway, it's just been averaging 43 miles per gallon, 43, 45, 50. And my wife's been doing city driving, so it gets way better gas mileage in the city. So it does good. So, but anyway, you can scroll through all this good stuff. Wait a minute, is that the trip? Let me tell you how many. Okay. Odometer. Yeah, it is 2,415 miles. Okay, I thought it was trip. But anyway, keep scrolling through. This is your battery. When you can look at your energy monitoring to see whether the power is going from the battery to the wheels, or the engine sending power to the battery, charging for. It's this nice little circle. You see these arrows going back and forth. I like watching it just to see what it do. That's what I monitored when I first got the car with my wife, and I would drive it. She always wants me to drive, so I watch a lot of that info. So anyway, scroll through that, go down. I think this is standard. You can get your tire pressure, so that's kind of standard. You can see that all tire pressures just slightly out. The tires aren't warmed up, so that's slightly off. And in the middle, you got your cluster. It's kind of like a power cluster. It shows you your eco, power mode, your charge, all that stuff. Now, if I would have put this in reverse, you'll see that. Drive, neutral, drive. And you can either go different shift modes. If you want to put it in your manual shifts, go up through it. I think it's a 6-speed. Yep, 6-speed transmission. Okay, and you got your gauges to the right, which is your temperature of the engine. You know, whether it's running hot or cool. And of course, you got your standard gas gauge right there. And let me flip some of the modes. Let me see if you can see them. Sport mode, normal mode, eco mode. So this is what happens with the cluster when you change it. So let me go back to, I think it's already in eco mode. Okay, I'm gonna go to sport mode. All right, that's sport mode. See what it does. And that's all you get, Sport Plus. You press the middle of the little bullhorn, it takes it back to normal. And you see the Eco come on to the left, and EV, that's Econo. So I took it out of Eco. There we go. Now turn Eco back on again, and EV came on, so it switches to the battery. So that's nothing really, you know, super big. As like I said, standard cockpit. Moving over here, you got your standard clock that's up behind the glass. Now, my wife actually found a screen protector for this online. I forgot how much she paid for it, maybe like 20 bucks or something like that. It was on Amazon and ordered. So this is a screen protector on it. And so just to try to, you know, keep from scratching up the glass and all that good stuff. Let me go down here. Okay, standard climate control. Now this, from my car, the LS, is like a little dial knob. But this is like a toggle. You just toggle it up and it comes back to neutral. Toggle it down, comes back to neutral, but you still got this rolling effect as you know, go through the temperature. So I'm gonna bring it back down to 70, which is comfortable temperature for me. And this car to me is super user friendly. All your climate control stuff is right here with a button. As opposed to my car, it's not a knock, but yeah, I say it's a little bit of a knock. But it's very simple to operate. Now, like with the heated seats and stuff like that on my car, it's buried in the menu for the 2018. Now with my wife, you can do, just pick whichever one you want. Like this is the cooling side, right? So I press the cooling button. So you press it 3 times, well, you get 3 options. So last when you turn it off, you press it again, it goes in auto mode. Same thing for the heated. So you press it like once to turn it on, your 3 heating levels, or you can just put it in automatic. So, and do that. It's the same thing with steering wheel. I think my wife, since it's colder, she prefers it on. And anyway, you put it in automatic. And same thing. And there's the blinds for the rear curtain. Let's see if we can get that. Don't know. Can't focus in. Kind of dark. Yeah. Losing light, people. One more again. Yep. Okay. Sorry, guys. Okay, back to this. And you get this wood grain panel cover for your cup holder right here. So I don't know if you guys can see that. That's your USB-A access. Yep, you got 2 USB-A's up here along with your auxiliary jack. And my wife put this cup, not a cup holder, but what do you call it? Coaster in here. I paid a little bit of money for it. It has Lexus on it. And you can put your phone right here. This is another place to hold your phone. This slot right here. It's a good slot for your phone. It'll hold a standard size cell phone nowadays. And of course, you still got your dreaded trackpad. So if you want that, you can control it from the trackpad. All right. And this button right here gives you a little extra features within, say, let me go to the heated seats. Watch this. I think you can hit this. Nah, that won't work. What is that? Menu. So here we go. So if you go to climate, click that. Right. See that button right there? Here we go. See it right there? You can access that menu from right here. That's what that button does. It just gives you the access without going through the touchscreen. So I'm going to get back out of there. I'm not going to go through all the heated seats. Now, I will show you something and get away from the touchpad. This is the concierge. You can press this, and it's supposed to have sensors in the car to detect the temperature, and it'll make all the decisions for you and turn, you know, the heated, the cooling on for your seats and the climate control. You can put it in that mode. And I think that's standard with my LS as well. So you can do that too. And there's your little hazard light. Nothing special. It's plugged right there. Just thought I would show you that. Now, I'm not sure if my wife's car has the LEDs in the vent controls there. So that's something I'm interested. I can't really tell. It's not dark enough, but in my LS500, all these little white hash marks are lit up, so you can tell what the vent position is. I thought that was a big difference. And as you see the cockpit, you got a vent right there. You got two right here, and you got another vent, of course, over here, and that's pretty much standard. Nothing, you know, nothing unusual. Now, right here, I don't know if you can see the turn signal stock. Now this is automatic. You can put it in automatic. You'll see the green light come. Let's see. Yep. All right. See the green light coming on? All right. What that's doing is putting it in auto mode. So what'll happen is I'm gonna turn the lights back into auto. Let's see here. So I got it in the auto mode. So as long as you got the stock pulled to you, what that does is it'll dim, automatically brighten your lights for you. So you don't have to dim or brighten the lights. It just automatically does it. So I keep everything in auto on both cars. Now, same thing with the windshield wiper stock. There's an auto mode. As long as you click it down, let me show you. Okay, that's up. It's not in auto. I'll probably turn it off because I took it through the car wash. But one down puts it in auto. What it'll do, it'll just automatically wipe the windshield one time just to kind of let you know you got it in auto. But now it's in auto. So the sensors that are up here in the windshield that you can't see are sensing everything. So it will turn the windshield wipers on auto. And you basically, you don't have to do anything. Some other stuff on the steering wheel, you got your shift pads, your shifters. Again, I've said this with my LS. I think they're useless. That's my personal opinion. I really don't see the need for them, but they're there. Okay, standard controls. This is no different than what you'll see on a Toyota. You'll see the same configuration pretty much. Over here, the cruise control, same thing. Oh, let me show you something. I found this on another video. If you long press this button right here for like about 2 to 3 seconds, you can just turn off the radar cruise control and just turn on regular cruise. So watch this. If press it once, it turns on regular cruise control, which is not ready for me right now. So if you zoom in here, you see how we got the car up there in front. That's letting you know you got radar cruise control. Now, I'm gonna go back here. I'm gonna long press this, but first, before I can do that, I gotta turn it back off. So you can only do it when it's on. Now, what you do is long press it. There we go. Now you just got regular old school cruise control. You negated the radar cruise control. It will not work as a radar cruise. So if a car is in front of you, the car is not going to stop. Now, my personal opinion, I don't know why you would want to do that, but maybe there are some situations, because I was driving in the rain, and I know it doesn't work well in the rain because it confuses the radar. So that might be a situation you want to put it on in. So, but yeah, you can turn off the radar cruise control just by holding this button right here for a few seconds, and it will turn it off. And okay, and just to get it back in radar cruise control mode, only thing you do is just press it, turn it off, and turn it back on, and radar cruise is ready to go. So that's a decent feature. I think that's on a lot of the Toyotas and Lexuses. I just didn't know that, so my hat's off. Forgot who showed me that video. Now, everything's big in the voice prompts nowadays, so you can press this one. We got, I think for the next 3 months or so, whatever it is, we got destination assist. So like, watch this. If I press and hold this over here, destination assist.
Calling destination assist.
Okay, I'm not gonna go through with it. I'm gonna cancel it. I just wanted to show you, we do have the service package, but destination assist is in this car. And what it does is you get the operator on the line. It's kind of like OnStar. You tell them, say, hey, I would like to go to Atlanta, Georgia, to the football stadium, or I want to go to the Redskins stadium, you know, whatever. And it will automatically put the directions up here on the screen. You don't have to enter in any directions. They just automatically feed it to you. So it's another good feature. Now, can't really see it. You can see it a little bit, so I'm sorry. Up under the bottom here is your home link controls. You know, if you got 2 or 3 different garage doors you want to open, you can program that. Pretty self-explanatory. The mirror is auto dimming for, you know, for traffic at night and stuff like that. So that's kind of common in the Lexus. So with that, you can turn that feature off if you don't want it. I keep it on all the time, so it's in automatic mode. And like I say, you got 3 different options for the home link that you can, you know, set up for different garage doors if you need it. I know we stopped by my brother's house when we go down to South Carolina, and he, you know, instead of having a remote control, he just let us set it up in here, and it would open up, you know, we could program one for his garage door. So things like that. This is all touch. Let's see, I was hitting it with my fingernail, so that's what I like about it. It's cool, it's touch. So, you know, just lightly touch it. I mean, it's serious touch. Up here, nothing special, just open the sunroof. I'm not gonna show you too much on that. Close the sunroof. Back here, what is this? Oh yeah, that's to open the sunroof. Okay, the other one was to pop the sunroof up and down. So, and your standard SOS button, which is pretty much standard now in a lot of Toyotas, and your door button if you want to turn the light on and off. So nothing too crazy about that. Vanity mirror. Yeah, there's your vanity mirror. So you slide it open, slide it closed, on and off. I think if you do this, yep, it turns off. And of course, there's a vanity mirror over here too. So again, nothing too outrageous. Nice vanity mirror. Okay, there we go. All right, let me show you a little bit on the door right here. Let's see if we can get in here. I'm gonna open the door. Okay, the door. All right, it's auto folding mirror. If you have it in the neutral position here, that keeps it in auto fold. We like to use that feature when we lock the door, so when we hit the lock button, you see the mirrors folding, you know it's locked. And when it unfolds, you know it's unlocked. So that's a good feature. And let's see if you can see it from here. I will fold the mirror, but you can see it. And I can unfold it, put it in auto mode. So that feature is pretty cool. You standard traction control, nothing special there. Turn it on off by pressing, and I think you see it. Traction control off. Let's see, there you go. Like I said, nothing special. If you've seen a few Lexus, you've pretty much seen them all. They're not too much, the controls, especially for the 2022, I forgot the version of this mapping system, but they're pretty similar. Now, what I'll try to do next time, guys, I will show you the differences between, I'm going to park the cars beside each other and go from car to car just to show you the big differences. Now, one of the main differences, I was talking to a neighbor of mine, is the ES is a little bit smaller and only by a few inches, and smaller in width and slightly smaller in length as well. So it's a little bit more agile and nimble car. Okay, and let's show you something over here. Standard, you know, these go back and forth. So I like that whole swivel thing. Now, I'm trying to show you my junkie. Now this charging pad right here is gone. This has moved out of the armrest to right here. So it's in a horizontal direction right there. So they got rid of that in the 2023. So it's no longer there. And of course you got your power, you know, for your charging. And right here, there's a 12 volt. There's a USB in here, I think, as well, which I got plugged up. But anyway, I got the 12 volt little outlet in there with a USB-C. So put that in there. Ladies, gentlemen, that's pretty much it. I'm not gonna dwell too long on this, but I just wanted to give you a quick overview, and just to show you the ES as trying to compare it to the LS. I'm gonna try to give you a little view. I was gonna run it, but it's a little too late at night, so I have to show you in another video, which I'll attach on here and show you how quiet it drives. Maybe I can do a little bit of that, trying to get out of this parking lot. Hold on a sec. Okay, guys, I am driving the ES out of this parking lot. You know, the light's fading. It's not really all that light, but I just want to show you, you know, what it's like. There's a Tesla over there leaving out. It's a nice Tesla. Okay. All right. Try to drive this thing. Just to kind of give you guys a sense of how quiet it is. It's a little bit of noise. I'm going to close the sunroof. Try to make a little... See what I'm saying about the 360-degree camera being on, so you can kind of get an idea of what's going on around you. I'm gonna jump out here. Jumping out. All right, you can hear that 4-cylinder kicking in, guys. I want to get it up to maybe 50 miles per hour. I don't know if you can see the... Maybe you can see it. Okay. But that's... If you can hear that... I'm gonna turn the cruise control on. Set it. There we go. You can see it. That's what it sounds like. Got the cruise control on. It's pretty much driving itself. Let's take it down the road a little bit. This is at 48 miles per hour. Tack it up to 55. I'm gonna tack it up to 60. You know, in 45 mile per hour zone. So you guys can get the feeling of how it sounds. So that's what you got. So for me, it's pretty quiet. It's you might have heard that light vibration. That was the lane keep trying to keep me in the center lane. So you get that. I think we turned that on. Those are settings you can change. You can either have it on or not, and you can turn off the lane trace from right here. But anyway, I'm gonna leave it on. Call it quits, guys, but that's how it rides. It rides pretty good. We've owned this car for over 3 months, going on 4 months, maybe 5 now, and no issues whatsoever. None. Beside, I think I was making one minor complaint about the door. I think the seal is still pretty much new. It's a little bit harder to close than the rest of the door, meaning the driver door, and the other 3 doors do pretty good, but this one driver's door is somewhat difficult. But that's my quick and sanitized view, my view of the ES300H 2022. Let's see. Bam. And you can hear I'm in EV mode, just jacking it around. But that's it, guys. I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching. Bye.